Hi friends, in this session I am going to explain you averages topic from quantitative aptitude. The problems on averages are extremely important for placement test and for different competitive exams. Okay, in every exam 2 to 3 questions has been asked from averages. In this video I'll show you some tricks from averages that will helpful to you to solve average questions very easily. Okay, let's start the session. So today's topic is average. So what exactly this average mean is? So before going to directly into questions, first let's discuss about what is average and what exactly this term average. So there are two terms that will describe this averages topic. So the two terms is one is middle and another one is equality. Okay, so there are two terms that will describe this averages topic. One is middle and another one is equality. So first we see what is middle. Okay, so actually the middle term means so middle. So if you have two numbers like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are five terms. So in this average means middle term. Okay, so this is middle. Okay, so if you have five consecutive numbers like this and third place is the average. So remember third number is not average, third place value is the average. Okay, so if you have so consecutive even numbers, these are consecutive even numbers, these are consecutive numbers, consecutive natural numbers, and these are consecutive even numbers. So here we can tell middle term is average because they are following certain pattern. So this is middle. Okay, so if you have, we can also take 1, 3, 5, 7 like that. So here, so here middle, there is no middle term. So we will take these two numbers and add those two numbers and divided by 2. So 5 plus 3 divided by 2 is going to be 8. 8 by 2 it's going to be 4. So 4 is the middle term. So 4 is going to be our average. Okay, so if you have 5 numbers, middle term is the average. If you have 4 numbers, 2 plus 3 by 2, second place plus third place by 2. Okay, so actually this is about middle. Okay, so let's discuss what exactly the equality mean. So now what exactly this equality mean? So equality means equal distribution. Remember like this, suppose in a family there are four members like mother, father, sister, and brother. Okay, so each one has different coins. Like mother has 5 coins, and father has 10 coins, sister has 15 coins, and brother has 20 coins. Okay, so in a family there are four members, different members has different coins with them. So mother has 5 coins with her, and father has 10 coins, sister has 15 coins, and brother has 20 coins. So what exactly the average in this case? So average means equal distribution, equal amount of money, like that we can say. Okay, so average means everyone should have equal number of coins. So average means, so add all this summation and divided by how many members. Okay, sum of all these members by how many. Okay, sum of this whole family is going to be 10 plus 5 15, 15 30, and 50. So 50 is the summation, and total 4 members divided by 4. So 12.5 is going to be our answer. Okay, so average of this whole family is 12.5. So everyone has 12.5, 12.5, 12.5 like that. So average of this whole family is going to be 12.5. So simply remember, average is going to be equality, equal distribution. Okay, so everyone should have equal priority. Okay, so these are the two terms we can frequently use in averages topic to solve the problems. Okay, so let's directly jump into averages topic. Now before going to do the sums, we also have two conditions that you have to remember before attempting these averages questions. Okay, so that two conditions are, so these two are that conditions before going to attempt these averages questions. Do remember these two basic points. Okay, so these two basic points are already we discussed this first point. So the in family discussion, in equality discussion, we discussed this point. So what exactly the average mean is sum of observations by number of observations is going to be our average. So sum of observation, we added whole family coins and divided by number of observations. So there are 4 people, we taken 4 in the denominator. Okay, so this is average. Okay, so what exactly this average speed means? So average speed means, suppose there are 2 places x and y. Okay, so one person started traveling from x to y. So he going at a speed of x kilometer per hour and coming back in y kilometer per hour. So this average speed comes into picture. Okay, so now the average speed is going to be 2xy by 2x plus y is going to be our answer. Okay, so suppose a person going in with an x kilometer per hour and coming at a y kilometer per hour. So the formula for average speed is going to be 2xy by x plus y kilometer per hour. Okay, so do remember these two basics. So attempting average questions is very easy. Okay, so now let's see the questions that will ask in upcoming exams. Okay, so most popular questions, you can say. Find the average of all prime numbers between 30 and 50. Okay, so in first, if you want to do this question, first you have to know what is prime numbers. Okay, so in between 1 to 100 there are 25 prime numbers. So you, if you don't know how to remember these prime numbers, so I'm giving a link in the description. So go and visit that video once, so you have a clear idea about what is prime numbers and how to identify 1 to 100 prime numbers, like that. Okay, so in between 30 to 50 prime numbers, there are 5 prime numbers. Okay, like 31, 37, 41, 43 and 47. So in between 30 and 50, there are 5 prime numbers like 31, 37, 41, 43 and 47. So these are the prime numbers that present between 30 and 50. Okay, so if you want to calculate the average of all prime numbers between 30 and 50, we have to take the summation and we have to take the number of numbers in the denominator. Okay, so let's calculate the average. So average is equal to, so summation of all these numbers, 31 plus 37 plus 41 plus 43 plus 47 is going to be 199. So 199 is the summation of all these numbers divided by how many numbers? So there are 5 numbers between 30 and 50. So divided by 5. So 199 by 5. So calculate 200 by 5. 200 by 5 is going to be 40. So we want answer only 199 by 5. So answer is exactly 39.8. Okay, so find the average of all prime numbers between 30 and 50. So the average of all these numbers between 30 and 50 prime numbers is going to be 39.8. Okay, so hope you got a clarity how to do these kind of problems. So this is the procedure how to calculate average of any numbers like this. Okay, so as we discussed previously. So coming to second question, he asking find the average of first 40 natural numbers. Okay, so if you want to calculate in a normal method, like taking 1 to 40 natural numbers and calculating by, so it's going to be huge time. So and it's not the correct way. Okay, so let's see the procedure for this. So we have a formula for this, sum of n natural numbers formula, that is sum of n natural numbers is going to be n of n plus 1 by 2. Okay, so we very well known this formula from our childhood. Okay, so sum of n natural numbers formula is going to be n of n plus 1 by 2. So if you take what is n here, n is going to be 40. So 40 into n plus 1, 41 by 2. So 40 into 41 is going to be, so 40 square is 1600 and 41 extra 40 we have to add. So 1640. 1640 by 2. 1640 by 2 means 820. So 1640 by 2 is going to be 820. So required average. So required average means we have 40 natural numbers. So we have to divide the 820 by 40. Why? Because we have 40 natural numbers here. So here asking the main question is going to be what is the average for 40 natural numbers. So natural numbers 820 by 40. So 82 by 4 is going to be 20 by 820 by 4 is going to be 20.5. So answer is going to be 20.5. Okay, so take more and more examples, you may get clear idea how to do this kind of questions. Okay, so coming to the next problem, third question, find the average of first 20 multiples of 7. So this question is very important for railway exams. Okay, so they will ask like this only, find the average of first 20 multiples of 7. So first 10 20 multiples of 7 means 7, 14, 21, like that, 28, 35, like that. So if you want to calculate in that method, you end up wasting huge time. So apply this procedure what we done previously. So take the sum of a natural numbers formula. So do like this. So in 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 7 is common, right? So I'm taking 7 as a common for every number. So I'm writing so like this. So like this, we have first 20 natural numbers. Okay, by 20 into 2. So why we are writing 20 means you're asking first n multiples, 20 multiples. Okay, like 20 into 2. So actually formula is n of n plus 1 by 2. So I'm also writing this 2 in the denominator. Okay, so calculate this. Answer is going to be very easy. So first calculate what is 1 plus. So here is n is 20. So n of n plus 1 by 2 means 20 into 21 by 2. So 7 into, so like write like this, 7 into 21, 7 into 20 into 21 by, okay, by 20 into 2. 20 into 2 is going to be 40. So I'm already writing 20 into 2. Why? Because I'm cancelling 20, 20. Okay. So if you calculate 21 into 7, so 27 is going to be 140. So 21 sevens is going to be 147. 147 by 2 is going to be 147 by 2 is going to be 73.5. So answer is going to be 73.5. So this is the solution for this. So find the average of first 20 multiples of 7 means 73.5. So they will ask questions like this also. So they will ask like find the average of first 20 multiples of 3, first 20 multiples of 5, first 20 multiples of 6, 8, 9, like that. So you have to be ready for this question. Okay, it's also favorite question for railway exams and different competitive exams like government exams. Okay, so coming to the next question, fourth question. So coming to the fourth question. So the average of 4 consecutive even numbers is 27. Find the largest of the numbers. So they don't given that even numbers. They're asking the largest of the even numbers. So let's treat, we don't know what is that even numbers. Let's treat that first even number as x, and second even number as x plus 2, and third even number as x plus 4, and the last even number as x plus 6, like this. Okay. So these are the even numbers. So here asking the average of 4 consecutive even numbers x, x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6 is 27. So they're asking find the largest even number in this process. Okay. So if you add this all the natural numbers, so if you want to calculate any average, we have to take the summation of the all the given numbers divided by number of numbers. Like so x plus 2 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 6. So if you add all this, we have 4x plus 12. Okay, 4x plus 12 by how many numbers? There are 4 numbers. So take 4 in the denominator. So it is equal to 27 is saying in the question itself. Okay. So 27 into 4, 108. So 108. So 4x plus 12. Okay, 4x plus 12. So if this 12 is going that side, 4x equal to 96, x equal to 24. So answer equal to x equal to 24 is the answer. X equal to 24. Okay. So hope you all understand this process. If you have any doubt regarding this, comment me below. I can respond to your queries. So moving forward to the next question. So a cricketer has an average score of 52 in 48th innings. What should be his score in 49th innings for a new average of 54.9? So a cricketer has an average in 48 innings is 52, and he's asking what is his score in that 49th innings to get his new average 54.9. So take directly, if you want answer, take 49th innings into average minus 48 innings into that average. So if you calculate this, answer is going to be 49th innings runs he will get. Okay, so if you calculate this, so do smartly this kind of calculations. Okay, so you will get easy answer. So I'm writing 49 into 54 as 48 into 54 plus 54. Okay, so remaining as it is minus 48 into 52. Okay, this 48 into 54 and this 48 into 52. Why I'm cancelling? So let's see. So 4854 and 4852 is cancelled, and two we still have here 2 remaining. Okay, so write like this: 48 twos is remaining, 48 twos plus 54. So answer is going to be, so 48 twos is going to be 96 plus 54. 96 plus 54 is going to be exactly 150. So the batsman, so what should be his score in 49th innings? So batsman has to score 150. So coming to the next question, the average of 11 results is 60. If the average of first 6 results is 58 and that of last 6 is 63, find the sixth result. So here asking, there are 11 results and that 11 results average is going to be 60. So they are given smartly like first 6 results and last 6 results. And they are asking what is the sixth result. So if you have like this, the process is this. So take that first 6 results, 58 is the average for first 6 results into 6 plus last 6 results, 63 is the average for last 6 results minus 11 results into 60. So if you calculate this, answer is going to be very easy. So how to calculate these kind of so in examinations you have 4 options like 1, 2, 3 and 4. So do unit digit verification. So unit digit verification means, so calculate 8 into 6, 48. So 8 is the end. So 3 into 6, 8 again 8. Okay, so 8 plus 8 is going to be 6. We have to get in the 6. So next 1 into 0 is going to be 0. So here 6 minus 0, 6 minus 0 is going to be 6. In the unit digit we have to get 6. So do smartly. Okay, so if you have more than one option, you have to do the process. There is no much process for this. Okay, so answer is going to be 66. So if you have any doubt regarding this, comment me below. I can respond to your queries. So coming to the next question, a man goes from his house to office at a speed of 45 km per hour and returns back at a speed 60 km per hour. Find his average speed. So I already discussed previously. So what is average speed formula? 2xy by x plus y. 2xy 2xy by x plus y. So this is the average formula, average speed formula. So if you calculate this, the answer is going to be, you'll get. Okay, so take x as 45 kilometer and y as 60 kilometer. You will get the answer easily. Okay, coming to the next question. In the first 10 hours of a cricket game, run rate was only 3.2. What should be the run rate in the remaining 40 overs to reach the 282 runs? So this question is very interesting. With common sense, we can answer this question. Okay, so the target is going to be 282 runs in the cricket game. So in first 10 overs, in first 10 overs, the score is going to be only 3.2 run rate only. Okay, in first 10 overs, the run rate is only 3.2. Okay, so he's asking. So in first 10 overs, 3.2 run rate means is in first 10 overs the team scored 32 runs only. So target is 282. So 282 minus 32, 250, 250 exactly 250. Okay. So in remaining 40 overs, the team has to score 250 runs. So 250 by 40. So answer is going to be 6.25. So the required run rate is 6.25. So the equation is very simple. If team wants to win the match, they have to score 6 point run rate per over in 40 overs. Okay. So simple question. Coming to the ninth question, the average of 30 boys of a class is equal to 14 years. When the age of class teacher is included, the average becomes 15 years. Find the age of the class teacher. So the equation is very simple. Initially, there are 30 boys in a classroom. So their average age is going to be 14 years. When the age of class teacher is included, the average becomes 15 years. Find the age of the class teacher, he's asking. Okay. So let's do like this. When class teacher included, the average age becomes increased, right? So before class teacher, there are 30 students and their average is 14. After inclusion of this class teacher, 31 members. Okay, 30 plus 1 teacher, 31, and the average becomes 15. So if we subtract this value from this, we will get the answer. Okay, 31 into 15 minus 30 into 14, you will get the solution for this. So calculate 31 into 15. So first calculate 31 into 10, 310, and 31 into 5 is going to be 310 plus 155. So 310 plus 155 is going to be 465. 31 into 15 is going to be 465, and 30 into 14. 30 into 14 is going to be 420. So 465 minus 420. So answer is going to be 45. So the teacher age is going to be 45 years. So coming to the last question of the day, the average weight of kids in a house is 16 kg and adults is 35 kg. Find the average weight of all persons in home. So asking, they given average weight of kids and adults, but they don't mention the how many persons in the house. So answer is going to be cannot be determined. So be careful while choosing none of this and cannot be determined. Okay. So these questions also asked in bank exams mostly. Okay, cannot be determined. So hope you all enjoyed this session, and I'm also giving a homework question for the averages. So do comment that question in the comment section, your answer. So hope you all like this session, and do share this valuable content to your friends, and hope you all like this session. Thank you.